Hey guys, welcome back. BDC Care here. We're back with another video for update 2.19. This is the same glitch that we showcased earlier, but we've got a cleaned up version. This is a streamlined version of getting rewards early on Android.
Right. So just because some viewers seem to miss it the first time around, we're strongly advising against doing this with first run seasons. So even though we're demonstrating with Tantu Totem, we recommend that you don't do the same, and we're going to get into the reasons later.
Yeah, as always, use a third-party app to back up your progress. Make sure there's no risk of losing anything.
So you can see that we've got top 5%. We should get Tantu Totem. There's 2 days left in the Tantu Totem, technically the Totem season. First step is, well, after backing up, rank up as high as you want. You can. We're going to shut down Injustice, swipe it right out of our list, and we're going to disconnect from the internet. And then we're going to restart Injustice. And it really is as simple as that. The hardest thing, and the reason why it took us so long to actually come up with this and test it, is because each time you do it, it only works once for an account. So you can't just repeatedly do it.
Yeah.
So you can't test it again until we create another account and rank up high enough in the season that it'll give the rewards. And towards the end of the season, it's even harder.
Yeah, so this is not a viable method to duplicate rewards. It's just a method to, at any given time when you're in the top 5%, basically cash out and not have to wait until the end of the week to
as far as we
guarantee.
know, you're not going to get the rewards again at the end of the season. Okay.
As far as we're aware.
So now we're in. We need to log back in. Well, actually, we need to reconnect the internet. And then we're going to log back in through the online battle page. And we're going to redact our personal information because even though it's a burner account, we don't need everybody to see it. And as Bugs Bunny would say,
Viola.
Viola. Because that's the transposition of the two vowels, which is what makes it funny. There you go. All right. Previous season, even though it's the current season. All right. So main advantage is when this glitch is when you can't play enough to maintain your rank until the end of the season, you get the reward early. Now the thing is also when it's the first round of a reward, like the totem, getting it early will mark your account as having something it shouldn't.
Yeah.
Which could result in an account suspension, which we're hearing a lot about now. So definitely, if you happen to do this accidentally, I mean, I'd actually rather advise you just don't use it in the first run seasons.
Yeah.
But if it happens, don't take it online, whether it's gear or character, before the season is over.
The great news is, it doesn't look like it matters if you do any online play once you do it anyways.
Right, because it doesn't cost you, right? You're done for the season. You can't get anything more anyways.
Yeah, so definitely if you do this, don't go online at all, is the best bet.
My advice, even better, would be to stop playing with an internet connection, at least for Injustice, until the season is over. And, it's just not worth the risk. Even if people don't get banned this season, the possibility is just not worth it. Early gear is probably less dangerous than early characters, but the risk is still very real for both. And based on what we understand about how game progress is saved, it's trivially easy for Warner Brothers, if they're interested, to identify an account that has a character that shouldn't, even if you don't take it online. Another point is, we always say Android only, but this method sounds a lot like what people on iOS have been describing. So there's a very real chance that this works on iOS too. And I gotta say, the hardest thing about doing this was getting, and why it took us so long, was to get another account ranked high enough. One other thought, actually, related to this, we can't test it yet, but some people have been saying that it's happening to them inadvertently. So they don't want it to happen, and it's triggering too early, so they end up getting shut out of the season's rewards because they didn't have a chance to rank up. So it's probably worth going into the settings every time you open Injustice. So before you go on an online battle, you open Injustice, go to the settings, make sure you're logged in already before you go into online battle, and I think that at least gives you a fighting chance to avoid triggering this early when you don't want it to happen.
Yeah, because it would suck, especially if you didn't get the rewards and you were actually stuck at a lower tier and could not bring back up.
I have seen that.
Yeah.
I've seen people complain about that, where they're like in the top 10%, and then especially for something like Tantu Totem, which is amazing.
Yeah,
it's not worth
the risk.
Well, who knows when it's going to come back again, right? It might be
for sure.
It might be a long time.
So there we go. That's it. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time.
Komoda.